Well, I thought I was going to move around with this. Yes, I am. I learned some time ago.
That's right.
Oh, great. You're a good man, Mark. Thank you. Let's give Mark a hand. I learned some time ago when you're state auditor, it's good to be a moving target. You know, I've been your state auditor now 11 years. Somebody asked me the other day, said it's been 3 or 4. I said it'll be 11 in November. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it, Naomi? Yeah, I'm so glad to be in Lee County in Tupelo, Mississippi. And I've been all over Northeast Mississippi, to Corinth, and New Albany, and Boonville, Pontotoc this morning. What a great trip it has been. We had a wonderful dinner last night with some of these fine folks who've been supporting me like the great Luther Millsaps. Built so many habitat homes and done so much for us. Luther, wow, to be with you here today. This morning we had a pretty good time. After we got back from Pontotoc, we went out at the Magnolia Wholesale Floors, Mrs. Peggy Bishop. If y'all don't know Peggy, you need to. But she is one of the top business women in America. She was designated by that. I saw the magazine. She was out there this morning with the NFIB, the National Federation of Independent Businesses. That's small businesses. That's not the big guys. And we love the big guys, but this is small business. And they were kind enough to endorse my campaign. And Miss Peggy spoke on my behalf. Miss Peggy, thank you. Would y'all give her a little hand? She got through speaking. I just said, boy, I'm glad she's not running for Lieutenant Governor. Jamie and I are in real trouble. Thank y'all. Many of you asked about Deborah here today. She was with me here on the 22nd of January. We announced our campaign. Had 2 back surgeries since then. She'd be mad at me for telling you that, but she's doing great. The Lord has blessed us, and she's up. And I talked to her a little while ago, and she said, "Do good, don't come home." No, but listen, there's nothing tougher than being a candidate's wife. Jamie and I are enjoying this. We're enjoying this. And just God bless you. Hang on to those children. It'll be over with soon. I tell them the same thing. Maybe it'll be over with soon. Northeast Mississippi is doing great. As we passed by that Toyota land out there and saw it cleared, I was amazed. Yeah, Toyota is coming to Tupelo, Mississippi. No, not really, is it? Coming to Blue Springs. I was speaking one day and I said, Toyota's coming to Tupelo. The little lady said, no, it ain't. I said, no, it ain't. She said, no, it ain't. It's coming to Blue Springs. I stand corrected. Now we've got another automobile manufacturing plant in the state of Mississippi. Did you hear me, Mississippians? Another one. Now, I was born in Moorhead, Mississippi. The other day somebody said, well, you and Jamie were born in the same town. Oh, Moorhead, Moorville, not the same population. Moorhead, Mississippi. My dad was a diesel mechanic. Mother was a housewife. A lot of similarities here. But as I looked out and thought how Mississippi is growing and where we've come, you know, now we're in the Industrial Revolution. How did we get there? Well, the pull lines. Working together. Now, I've been working with people for the last 15 years. 5 years in the Mississippi Legislature and almost 11 years as state auditor. You know what I've learned? It works if you work together. So we've got a governor like Haley Barbour, and I'll just tell you without shame, I think he's the best governor in the United States. I think he's the best. We don't agree on everything. Deborah only agrees with me about 80% of the time. So we won't always agree. And there'll be times that I will stand defiantly and say, this is what I believe in my heart is good for the state of Mississippi. But let me tell you, this governor knows how to get things done. Now, if you don't think he had a dramatic influence on Toyota coming, just ask the CEO, ask the director. Sure he did. They looked at Mississippi and they said, look what Mississippi's done with tort reform. And it was jackpot justice there. I remember trying to order some software years ago from Canada so we could do virtual audits. That's computer audits at the auditor's office. And I called the guy in Canada and I said, I need this piece of software. And he said, I'm not going to sell it to you. I said, why? He said, we don't do business in Mississippi. If I sell you that software, I could be sued in the state of Mississippi. And they would drag me down there. I said, I don't believe that would happen. He said, I'm not going to take the chance. And that was what was going on before we had tort reform. That's why I asked Toyota. Toyota would tell you if we hadn't had that happen in the state of Mississippi, they would not be here. In 1992, I was introducing bills when I was in the legislature trying to curb tort reform. say, let's put those punitive damages in the general fund. Well, they ran over us pretty easily, but we kept trying, and finally took those doctor in a white coat up there saying, we've got to have court reform in Mississippi, and y'all got it done. Thank you for that. Now we can't go back. There is no turning back for us. We're moving too far ahead. In fact, folks better catch on. I was over at Seven Court in Columbus the other day, and I saw the most modern steel mill on the planet. Not just in Mississippi, most modern steel mill in the world, right there in Seven Court, Mississippi. And then I walked over, drove over where they were making helicopters for Eurocopter. It is amazing. Let me tell you, that Golden Triangle's got something special going on there. We need for them to share a little of it. I drove up 15 this morning at Pontotoc, and one of the things I think we got to do to complete what we need in this area is 4-lane that highway. Come on, we could take that all the way from the Tennessee line to the Gulf Coast. What a beautiful 4-lane that would be. People could get here to see the miracles that you're performing here in Northeast Mississippi. Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I'm excited about the endorsement of small business. You see, they joined the Mississippi Manufacturers Association, Realtors Association, Home Builders Association. Personally, Mr. Don Wildman, my dear friend, has personally endorsed me. You know, it's kind of great when those folks start lining up saying, we're going to help you get elected Lieutenant Governor. I'm so proud of that. Now we talked about illegal immigration. Oh, I've been talking about that for 3 years now. When I first started talking about it, people said, oh, he's racist, he's xenophobic. I told them I thought that was a musical instrument. Xenophobic? Look, we got anywhere, the numbers move around because we don't know who they are. We don't know how they got here. We just think that we've got anywhere between 50 and 100,000, some say 200,000 people that came here illegally. They violated our laws. Most of them, if not all of them, are carrying a false ID, usually a federal ID, a falsified Social Security card. And we're supposed to accept that. We're supposed to say, don't ask, just leave them alone. Well, I'm not going to. For the last 2 years, I've introduced that legislation Mr. Frank was talking about. I asked it to be introduced. I wasn't in the legislature. I asked senators to introduce it. And it says something very simple. It says if you work for the state of Mississippi to provide services, you must abide by the federal immigration laws. I don't think that's too much to ask. It passed the Senate, it passed the House, it passed the committees in both. It got over to the conference committee in the Senate, and it died. I just don't think the Senate wanted me to have maybe claims to that. That's okay, that's politics. I can live with that because as Lieutenant Governor, we're going to pass that bill. We're going to do something about illegal immigration. We don't just need to go out there and say, we're going to find a guy that's running the companies, hire him and arrest him. We need to empower our police departments. We need to federalize them so they can make that arrest. I was a deputy sheriff. In those days, drugs were coming from Mexico and South America, just like they are today. If you don't think this cocaine is not coming in from South America and across that border by illegal immigrants, you're only fooling yourself. We've got to empower our law enforcement. It can be done. Alabama's done it. As Lieutenant Governor, I'm going to do it here in Mississippi. Another thing I got asked this morning in a coffee shop was about voter ID. I said, you running for Lieutenant Governor? I love it when they give me the looks. Oh, you running for Lieutenant Governor? You know that look, don't you? Yes, sir, I am. Well, let me ask you something. Okay, what you going to do about voter ID? We're going to pass it. And I'm not just talking about if you're in the parking lot and you find somebody's business card and you come in and say, that's me. Can I vote? No, look, every one of us got a photo ID in our back pocket. It's called a driver's license. There's no reason in the world we can't use that driver's license. How silly is this to walk in and say, Mr. Bryant, you ready to vote? You bet I am. Can I see your photo ID? It's called a driver's license. Right here. Boy, you look much younger on that. I know. Just give it to me. And I get to vote. Now, there are some people that don't have driver's licenses. Maybe they can't. Maybe they're elderly. Maybe they're in wheelchairs. We'll make an exception to that. You know, that's probably a couple of 2%. All right, my time's running out. I just want to tell you one quick thing. Your fellow Mississippians on the Mississippi Gulf Coast need your help. Katrina changed the way the world looks at Mississippi. No longer now, after they saw those Mississippians stand in defiance against that natural disaster, no longer is it Mississippi burning. It is Mississippi rising. And with your help, we're going to rise together.